First of all, some phrasal verbs have two different meanings. For example, take up means begin a new activity. For example, I took up horse riding last year. But it also means accept an offer or invitation. For example, she took up the job offer. Let's look at another phrasal verb with two meanings. Turn down. One meaning is reduce volume. Please turn down the radio. Another meaning is reject. She turned down our invitation. And one more example is turn up. One meaning is increase volume. Please turn up the radio. And the second meaning is appear. He turned up at the party without invitation. The second point about phrasal verbs is that most phrasal verbs that take an object can be separated by the object. For example, you should give up this job. Or, you should give this job up. Another example, let's pick up the boxes. Or, let's pick the boxes up. If you replace the object by a pronoun, you must put the pronoun between the two parts. Should I give up this job? Yes, you should give it up. Not give up it. Shall we pick up the children? Yes, let's pick them up. Not pick up them. The third point I'd like to mention about phrasal verbs is that there are a few phrasal verbs that cannot be separated by the object. One example is come across. For example, I came across the book by chance. You cannot say, I came the book across by chance. Even if you use a pronoun, you must not separate the two parts. I came across it by chance. Not, I came it across by chance. And of course, there's nothing to worry about when the verb is intransitive, which means it doesn't take an object. My TV has broken down. I stayed up all night. And the final point about phrasal verbs is that a few phrasal verbs take a second preposition. For example, I am behind with my emails. I must catch up on them. Or another example, we want to compensate for this mistake. How can we make up for it? And the third example, this noise is intolerable. I cannot put up with it. Right then, it's time to practice our dialogues. Listen and repeat these dialogues after me. Repeat both the sentence without the phrasal verb and the sentence with the phrasal verb. Dialogue 1. Could you increase the volume of the television, please? Could you turn up the television, please? Okay. Is it loud enough? No, that's too loud. Please decrease its volume. Please turn it down. Will you make a decision? Do you want it loud or quiet? Will you make up your mind? Do you want it loud or quiet? What's the matter with you? Why are you so stressed? Why are you so wound up? I'm sorry, I'm tired. I didn't go to bed last night. I stayed up last night. Why did you stay up? I had to do my unfinished work. I had to catch up on my work. I thought you'd quit your job. I thought you'd given up your job. Yes, I have. This is just a temporary job I've accepted. This is just a temporary job I've taken up. What can we do to reduce your stress? What can we do to calm you down? I think I need some fresh air. Do you feel like a short walk? Are you up for a short walk? Sure, and we can buy something for dinner on the way back. Sure, and we can pick up something for dinner on the way back. Dialogue 2. I don't know why Joe hasn't arrived yet. I don't know why Joe hasn't turned up yet. I hope his car hasn't stopped working. I hope his car hasn't broken down. Joe is not coming. He refused my invitation. He turned down my invitation. Really? That's not like Joe. I know. He said his new job was occupying all his time. He said his new job was taking up all his time. You seem a bit disappointed. You seem a bit let down. Yes, I am. I think he was fabricating an excuse. I think he was making up an excuse. I doubt that. I'm sure he will compensate for it somehow. I'm sure he will make up for it somehow. I hope so. Would you like a cigarette? No, thanks. I'm reducing the number of cigarettes I smoke. I'm cutting down on cigarettes. I'm not in the mood anymore. Let's end this party. Let's wind down this party. Oh, come on, it's your birthday party. Please make yourself happy now. Please cheer up now. Right, that's the end of the dialogues. Let's now finish with a gap-filling exercise so you can see how many of these verbs you can remember. Number 1. Is she still angry? No, she has now. She has calmed down now. Number 2. Smoking 2 years ago. I haven't touched a cigarette since then. I gave up smoking 2 years ago. Number 3. I'm really behind with my studies. I must on them. I must catch up on them. Number 4. He drinks too much. He should really on alcohol. He should really cut down on alcohol. Number 5. The hotel was terrible. We were really by it. We were really let down by it. Number 6. Has he your offer? Yes, he has accepted it. Has he taken up your offer? Number 7. Could you the music? It's too loud. Could you turn down the music? Number 8. Don't be upset. Try and cheer up. Number 9. That was a very bad mistake. I don't know how to for it. I don't know how to make up for it. Number 10. More than 500 people to watch the show last night. More than 500 people turned up to watch the show last night. Right, that's the end of this lesson. Here's a summary of the points you need to know about phrasal verbs from the first lesson. Click here if you haven't watched the first lesson. Point 1. Phrasal verbs are verbs that consist of a short verb, for example, go, come, get, plus a preposition, for example, up, in, on, etc. Point 2. Most phrasal verbs have non-phrasal synonyms. For example, you can give up smoking or stop smoking. Point 3. You can express yourself without phrasal verbs by using alternative verbs or expressions. However, it is important to know the common phrasal verbs in order to understand native speakers in daily conversations. Point 4. The only way to learn phrasal verbs is in context and within sentences. Do not waste your time memorizing them from a list. Point 5. Some phrasal verbs have two or more meanings. For example, take up can mean begin a new activity, or it can mean accept an offer or an invitation. Point 6. Some phrasal verbs can be separated by the object. For example, you should give up this job, or you should give this job up. In separable phrasal verbs, if you replace the object by a pronoun, you must put the pronoun between the two parts. Should I give up this job? Yes, you should give it up, not give up it. Point 7. Some phrasal verbs cannot be separated by the object. For example, I came across the book by chance. Not I came the book across by chance. Even if you replace the book by the pronoun it, it will not come between the verb and the preposition. I came across it by chance, not I came it across by chance. And the final point, some phrasal verbs take a second preposition. For example, I must catch up on my emails. Right then, let's practice some new phrasal verbs and expressions in a dialogue. Remember to repeat both sentences with and without the phrasal expression. Shall I continue reading? Shall I carry on reading? No, I think you should stop. I'm not absorbing any of the facts. I'm not taking in any of the facts. Yes, I noticed you were beginning to fall asleep. Yes, I noticed you were nodding off. Yes, I'm tired. I think I'll go to bed now. I think I'll turn in now. Are you getting out of bed early tomorrow? Are you getting up early tomorrow? No, it's Sunday. I'm getting up later than usual. I'm lying in. When can we progress with this then? When can we get on with this then? It isn't urgent, is it? Oh, yes, it is. We have to submit our results on Monday. We have to hand in our results on Monday. Well, in that case, we'll finish it quickly after lunch tomorrow. Well, in that case, we'll crack on with it after lunch tomorrow. Okay, I'll leave then. Okay, I'll be off then. See you tomorrow. Okay, let's move on to exercises. Complete the gaps below to see how many of these phrasal verbs you can remember. Number 1. Do you need to finish this work quickly? Yes, I must. This. Yes, I must crack on with this. Number 2. My assignment has to be by Wednesday. My assignment has to be handed in by Wednesday. Number 3. Is she leaving for the airport now? Yes, she... to the airport. Yes, she is off to the airport. Number 4. He seems to be with his homework rather well. He seems to be getting on with his homework rather well. Number 5. Shall I continue? Yes, do, please. Yes, do carry on, please. Number 6. Do you like staying in bed longer at the weekend? Yes, I love to at the weekend. Yes, I love to lie in at the weekend. Number 7. Has he fallen asleep in front of the television? Yes, he has. Yes, he has nodded off. Number 8. My head is completely full. I can't any more information. I can't take in any more information. Number 9. Has she gone to bed? Yes, she has already. Yes, she has already turned in. Number 10. Is she an early riser? Oh no, she hates early. She hates getting up early. Has the meeting been cancelled again? Has the meeting been called off again? No, it has been postponed to Thursday. No, it has been put off until Thursday. Oh no, not Thursday. My whole day is already occupied. My whole day is already taken up. I think the boss will be angry if you don't make an appearance. I think the boss will be angry if you don't show up. I really can't It will ruin all my plans for Thursday. It will mess up all my plans for Thursday. I'm warning you, he gets angry easily these days. He gets worked up easily these days. Why is that? I think it has to do with the company being bought. I think it has to do with the company being taken over. They're not going to make him redundant, are they? They're not going to lay him off, are they? No, but the final result may be a lower salary for him. No, but he may end up with a lower salary. So you don't think he will tolerate my absence then? So you don't think he will put up with my absence then? No, unless you can find a really good excuse. No, unless you can come up with a really good excuse. Right, that's the end of the dialogue. Now it's time for our gap-filling exercise. So complete each sentence with one of the verbs we've just practiced. Number 1. John has a really good idea. John has come up with a really good idea. Number 2. It is a mistake to your loyal employees. It is a mistake to lay off your loyal employees. Number 3. This is intolerable. I cannot it anymore. I cannot put up with it anymore. Number 4. They've the match because of bad weather. They've called off the match because of bad weather. Number 5. The rain has unfortunately the barbecue. The rain has unfortunately messed up the barbecue. Number 6. They're planning to a foreign bank. They're planning to take over a foreign bank. Number 7. Are you free tomorrow? No, the whole day is by meetings. The whole day is taken up by meetings. Number 8. He was hoping for steak, but he cold soup. He was hoping for steak, but he ended up with cold soup. Number 9. She's the nervous type. She gets very easily. She gets worked up very easily. Number 10. He should have arrived by now. I wonder why he hasn't yet. I wonder why he hasn't shown up yet. Right then, that's the end of the exercise. I hope you did well. Dialogue. My computer has stopped working again. My computer has broken down again.
Have you restarted it? Have you turned it on and off?
Yes, but that hasn't solved the problem. Yes, but that hasn't sorted out the problem.
Sorry to mention this, but isn't it time you had a new computer? Sorry to bring this up, but isn't it time you had a new computer?
Not really. I have taken care of this one so well. I have looked after this one so well.
Well, it has been functioning erratically lately. Well, it has been playing up lately.
I know, but I can't bring myself to get rid of it. I can't bring myself to throw it out.
But having it fixed may transpire to be a waste of money. But having it fixed may turn out to be a waste of money.
I have to agree with you there. I have to go along with you there.
Why don't you discover what's wrong with it first? Why don't you find out what's wrong with it first?
Okay, I'll ask someone to come here and have a look at it. I'll call someone in to have a look at it. Right then, it's now time for some exercises where you're going to choose one of the verbs in this box to complete each sentence. Number 1. He never disagrees with him. He, with everything he says. He goes along with everything he says. Number 2. I'm going to all my broken phones. I'm going to throw out all my broken phones. Number 3. Is there still a problem with your room? No, it has all been. No, it has all been sorted out. Number 4. This is a sensitive device. You must it carefully. You must look after it carefully. Number 5. No one knows about this, and I hope they'll never. I hope they'll never find out. Number 6. My printer is really old and it has started. It has started playing up. Number 7. Could you please all the lights before you leave? Could you please turn off all the lights before you leave? Number 8. If the bus hadn't, we'd have been here much earlier. If the bus hadn't broken down, we'd have been here much earlier. Number 9. He's going to this subject at the next meeting. He's going to bring up this subject at the next meeting. Number 10. The painting to be a fake. The painting turned out to be a fake. Right, that's the end of this lesson on phrasal verbs. I hope you've enjoyed it as you dialogue. Are you going to go and get your son after school? Are you going to pick up your son after school?
Yes, I am.
Could you give me a lift to the station on your way, please? Could you drop me off at the station on your way, please?
Sure, if we leave for the station now, you'll be there at 3. Sure, if we set off for the station now, we'll be there at 3.
Oh, my train is at 3:10. We'd better do this quickly. We'd better hurry up.
I hope we won't get stuck in traffic. I hope we won't get held up in traffic.
Now on the road. Do you think you could go a bit faster? Do you think you could speed up a bit?
No, I should actually go slower. No, we should actually slow down.
Why is that?
They're getting strict with people who break the speed limit. They're cracking down on people who break the speed limit.
I see.
And I haven't got much petrol left. And I am running out of petrol.
Do you mean you have to buy petrol at the next station? Do you mean you have to fill up at the next station?
I'm afraid so, but don't worry. I'll get you to the station in time.
Right then, it's time for our gap-filling exercise. In the dialogue. Complete the following sentences by choosing one of these verbs. Number 1. Could you my sister at the station and bring her home, please? Could you pick up my sister at the station and bring her home, please? And number 2. Is there any sugar left? No, we've completely of sugar. We've completely run out of sugar. Number 3. What time will we get to the airport if we now? What time will we get to the airport if we set off now? Number 4. We're extremely late. Please hurry up. Number 5. Where do you usually buy petrol? I always at a motorway stop. I always fill up at a motorway stop. Number 6. You're speaking too fast. Please slow down. Number 7. The police are on youth gangs. The police are cracking down on youth gangs. Number 8. I'm sorry I'm late. I was in a traffic jam. I was held up in a traffic jam. Number 9. The children at school on his way to work every morning. He drops off the children at school on his way to work every morning. Number 10. This is too slow. We must the process. We must speed up the process. Dialogue. Could we review these figures, please? Could we go over these figures, please?
Sure. Do you want to know how I have calculated them? Do you want to know how I have worked them out?
Yes, I can't quite understand how you have produced them. I can't quite figure out how you've come up with them.
Why don't we arrange a meeting so I can explain the calculations? Why don't we set up a meeting so I can take you through the calculations?
Yes, that would be good. How about tomorrow afternoon?
I'm afraid I have a full schedule tomorrow afternoon. I'm afraid I'm tied up tomorrow afternoon.
Can you make some time for me tomorrow morning? Can you fit me in tomorrow morning?
Yes, that should be fine. By the way, have you handled that staff complaint yet? Have you dealt with that staff complaint yet?
Yes, I have already done something about it. Yes, I have already seen to it. Right then, let's move on to our gap-filling exercises. Here are the verbs you've just practiced. Now use one of them to complete each sentence. Number 1. Is she handling the inquiries? Yes, she is. Them. Yes, she is dealing with them. Number 2. Can you do something about this request? Yes, I'll see to it. Number 3. I need to see you. When can you, please? When can you fit me in, please? Number 4. We have a new price for this item. We have to work out a new price for this item. Number 5. I can't how you have reached this conclusion. I can't figure out how you have reached this conclusion. Number 6. Would you like me to an appointment for you? Would you like me to set up an appointment for you? Number 7. I'm lost. Can someone these figures, please? Can someone take me through these figures, please? Number 8. Can we meet tomorrow? No, I'm afraid I'm the whole day. No, I'm afraid I'm tied up the whole day. Number 9. I suggest our offer one more time. I suggest we go over our offer one more time. Number 10. Fiona has a brilliant proposal. Fiona has come up with a brilliant proposal. Dialogue. I would like to enroll on your yoga course. I would like to sign up for your yoga course.
Have you practiced yoga before?
Yes, I started yoga about 10 years ago. Yes, I took up yoga about 10 years ago. Lately, however, I've lost the habit of practicing it regularly. I've got out of the habit of practicing it regularly.
And you would like to start doing it again, right? And you would like to get back into it, right?
That's right.
May I ask how you've heard about us?
I accidentally saw your advertisement in a magazine. I came across your advertisement in a magazine.
Would you also like to exercise in the gym? Would you also like to work out in the gym?
Yes, I might.
Very good. Would you mind completing this health questionnaire, please? Would you mind filling in this health questionnaire, please?
The print is rather small. I need to wear my reading glasses. I need to put on my reading glasses. Oh, I don't seem to have them on me.
Would you like me to enlarge the form on the photocopier? Would you like me to blow up the form on the photocopier?
No, that won't be necessary. I will pay you a short visit tomorrow and submit the completed form. I will pop in tomorrow and hand in the completed form. Right then, that's the end of the dialogue. Let's move on to our gap-filling exercises. Choose one of the verbs in the box to complete each of the following sentences. Number 1. I'm putting on weight. I should some form of exercise. I should take up some form of exercise. Number 2. Do you think we can this photograph and hang it on the wall? Do you think we can blow up this photograph and hang it on the wall? Number 3. What is the deadline for this questionnaire? What is the deadline for handing in this questionnaire? Number 4. We'd love to see you tomorrow. Just any time you want. Just pop in any time you want. Number 5. This really interesting article last night. I came across this really interesting article last night. Number 6. He can't. The habit of biting his nails. He can't get out of the habit of biting his nails. Number 7. She 3 times a week at the local gym. She works out 3 times a week at the local gym. Number 8. I'm going to singing lessons. I'm going to sign up for singing lessons. Number 9. Please, the form using capital letters. Please fill in the form using capital letters. Number 10. He will say yes if you can a nice smile. He will say yes if you can put on a nice smile. Dialogue. What is keeping you busy these days? What are you up to these days? I'm perfecting my French. I'm brushing up on my French. Is that because you're leaving for France soon? Is that because you're off to France soon? No, it's because some French people now live next door. No, it's because some French people have moved in next door. Do you have a good relationship with them? Do you get on with them? Yes, their son seems to quite like me. Yes, their son seems to have taken to me. You're not charming him with words, are you? You're not chatting him up, are you? No, of course not. I haven't ended my relationship with Tim yet. I haven't broken up with Tim yet. Oh, that's right. Are you still considering leaving him? Are you still thinking of leaving him? Yes, but I haven't made a decision yet. Yes, but I haven't made up my mind yet. Right then, it's time for our gap-filling exercises. Complete the following sentences by choosing one of the verbs that you see in the box. Number 1. He is a very likable person. People, him very easily. People take to him very easily. Number 2. Julia is such a charmer. She is really good at boys. She is really good at chatting up boys. Number 3. I like social sciences. I am currently on sociology. I am currently brushing up on sociology. Number 4. I can't my mind whether to take the train or the bus. I can't make up my mind whether to take the train or the bus. Number 5. It's a shame their relationship didn't last. Last month. They broke up last month. Number 6. Have you been busy lately? Tell me what you have. Tell me what you have been up to. Number 7. Where are you going? To the cinema. I'm off to the cinema. Number 8. Unfortunately, I don't with my direct boss. Unfortunately, I don't get on with my direct boss. Number 9. When did your new neighbors move in? Number 10. We have been selling our house. We have been thinking of selling our house. Dialogue 1.
One of my pupils has started misbehaving. One of my pupils has started acting up.
How is he or she acting up?
He is disruptive in class. He is messing about in class.
What do you think has caused this? What do you think has brought this about?
I am not sure. I think his parents are getting divorced. I think his parents are splitting up.
That might explain it. However, I must mention that divorce is not always the cause of disruptive behavior. I must point out that divorce is not always the cause of disruptive behavior.
I agree with you. I go along with you. Also, I can see that his parents have raised him well. Also, I can see that his parents have brought him up well.
Maybe he has met and joined a bad crowd at school. Maybe he has fallen in with a bad crowd at school.
Yes, that seems like a more plausible explanation.
So how are you going to handle this? So how are you going to deal with this?
I think I should investigate what exactly is causing his behavior first. I think I should look into what exactly is causing his behavior first.
Dialogue 2. Would you like to wear this coat to see if it fits you? Would you like to try on this coat?
I can't wear it over my jumper. I can't put it on over my jumper.
Why don't you remove your jumper? Why don't you take off your jumper?
I'm not really searching for a coat. I'm not really looking for a coat.
Look, they've reduced its price by £50. It's a bargain. Look, they've knocked £50 off the price. It's a bargain.
I'm sure we'll find a cheaper one if we look in other shops. I'm sure we'll find a cheaper one if we shop around. Besides, it's too showy. My friends will think I'm displaying my wealth. My friends will think I'm showing off.
Oh, stop inventing excuses. Just try it on. Oh, stop making up excuses. Just try it on.
Okay then, but not brown. It doesn't match my other clothes. It doesn't go with my other clothes.
Fair enough. You can choose a different color. Fair enough. You can pick out a different color. Exercises. Now see how well you can remember some of these phrasal verbs. Choose one of the verbs in the box to complete the following sentences. Number 1. The police are the cause of the accident. The police are looking into the cause of the accident. Number 2. I'm sorry, There is no way I can this proposal. There's no way I can go along with this proposal. Number 3. If I may, I would like to some of my concerns. If I may, I would like to point out some of my concerns. Number 4. What do you think has her new attitude? What do you think has brought about her new attitude? Number 5. Don't believe everything he says. He likes to stories. He likes to make up stories. Number 6. It is best to the suit before you buy it. It is best to try on the suit before you buy it. Number 7. Please, your shoes before coming into the house. Please take off your shoes before coming into the house. Number 8. I never buy the first thing I find. I always for bargains. I always shop around for bargains. Number 9. He really likes his new car. He really likes to show off his new car. Number 10. Please stop. We have work to do. Please stop messing about. We have work to do. Dialogue 1.
I'd like to leave the hotel, please. I'd like to check out, please.
How would you like to pay the bill? How would you like to settle up?
By credit card, please. Where can I enter the airport shuttle bus? Where can I get on the airport shuttle bus?
Just outside the hotel. And you leave the bus right outside the departure gate. And you get off the bus right outside the departure gate. What time does your flight leave? What time does your flight take off?
Not until 8 p.m. I don't know what to do with my luggage until then.
You could leave it here at reception, and I could register you on the flight online. And I could check you in online. Then you wouldn't be delayed by the queues. Then you wouldn't be held up by the queues.
That would be a great help. You are very good at finding solutions. You are very good at coming up with solutions.
Just doing my job, sir.
Thank you. By the way, would you be able to find a telephone number in the directory for me? Would you be able to look up a telephone number for me?
Sure. I will handle that as soon as I have checked you in. I will see to that as soon as I have checked you in.
Dialogue 2.
I met your mum by chance the other day. I bumped into your mum the other day.
How did you recognize her?
You resemble her. You take after her.
Yes, everyone says so.
She looked a bit exhausted. Is she okay? She looked a bit run down.
Not really. She is recovering from a bad cold. She is getting over a bad cold.
You don't look well yourself.
I know. I think I'm catching a cold too. I think I'm coming down with a cold too.
Then you should wear warm clothes when you come out. Then you should wrap up when you come out.
Yes, I will next time.
Your mum said her aunt had died unexpectedly. Your mum said her aunt had passed away unexpectedly.
Yes, that was a big shock. My mum fainted when she heard the news. My mum passed out when she heard the news.
How awful. Did she regain consciousness quickly? Did she come round quickly?
Yes, she did. But she is not excited about going to the funeral at all. But she is not looking forward to going to the funeral at all.
Right then, that's the end of the dialogues. Let's move on to our exercises. Let's see how well you remember some of the phrasal verbs you've just studied. Choose one of the verbs in the box to complete the following sentences. Number 1. It is uncanny how much his father. It is uncanny how much he takes after his father. Number 2. I'm really seeing my cousin again. I'm really looking forward to seeing my cousin again. Number 3. I don't feel well. I must be the flu. I must be coming down with the flu. Number 4. The old man peacefully in his sleep. The old man passed away peacefully in his sleep. Number 5. I have absolutely no energy. I don't know why I feel so. I don't know why I feel so run down. Number 6. I almost when the ball hit my head. I almost passed out when the ball hit my head. Number 7. There are still the shock of the bad news. They're still getting over the shock of the bad news. Number 8. It was a difficult text. I had to several words in the dictionary. I had to look up several words in the dictionary. Number 9. I'm sure he will be able to a solution. I'm sure he will be able to come up with a solution. Number 10. We were by an accident on the motorway. We were held up by an accident on the motorway.